Hey guys, it's Bethany, your crafty BFF, and I am on today with a little bit of an update for my spring tote swap and a little bit of a project share of what I have made for this swap. So, some of the ladies in the Instagram chat had a couple of questions regarding some of the specifics of the requirements, and so I thought I would update the flyer and make this little video just so everyone is on the same page. The first question was about the 3 trim samples. They were asking what the minimum amount should be, and so I apparently the average for trim samples and a swap is a minimum of 18 inches per sample. So that's going to be the requirement for this swap. And then the second question was regarding the size of the greeting card. And so I said, let's just go with the standard A2 size greeting card. And that is it. Those are the only updates. But I think they're important, so I wanted to make this video and, like I said, share what I've made so far. Actually, I've made the whole swap, so I can show you everything that I've made. The examples I had before were just you know, things that people had sent me, and I was just using them as examples. So now I want to show off what I've made. As you can see, I made my simple tote with the added pockets. I have decorated the front, one of the big pockets, which is one of the requirements. If you want to decorate 2 sides, hey, more power to you. But the requirement is just the one side. So I have used the collection called Gingham Garden by Crate Paper. It's a beautiful pastel-y spring collection, perfect for this swap. As you can see, I have sewed all of my panels, all of my layering pieces with gold thread, and I've layered it up. You guys know I love my dimension and my layering pieces. Although sometimes you can't see much of them, they are there, and I think it's in the little details that when you you're looking close at something that matters. So I made a little pink paper ruffle. I have some of this white netting trim that I love so much. Like I said, you can't see much of it, but it is poking out in little areas. Uh, I used this beautiful sentiment here, and this actually came from an Echo Park sticker sheet that I had laying around and thought it went well on here, so I used it. Everything else is from Gingham Gardens, though. I have a little tag here, a little postage stamp. I have a doily, a pink doily layering piece in the back. It's poking out just a little bit in the background, and then I have these gorgeous butterflies. This one is a chipboard, this one is a sticker, and this one's a cardstock sticker. And then we have a little puffy sticker down there too. I love how it's turned out. Oh, there's some flowers poking out there. Anyways, moving on to the requirements. Um, so the first thing I will show you is the tag flip that I made. We'll just go in order of all of the requirements. So I made this tag flip. It was a minimum 5 tags with 3 layers each. I'm like Brooke called me, she called me a layering queen. um, so I will proudly own that title, layering queen. I have at least 3 layers, if not more, on each tag. This first tag here, well, first of all, I put some gorgeous seam binding and eyelash trims on the ring because I think every tag flip needs a little bit of texture and beauty, And so I've used this minty blue color, this green, this light pink, and then I have a mint green eyelash trim, a pink eyelash trim, and then I use some of this really fun trim that I got from AliExpress. It's not all one color. Some of it is blue and some of it is pink. It changes color on the roll, but really, really pretty. I love it. Um, my first tag here is just a regular tag shape, and excuse me, I've used my pink netting layer. I've used this gold foil scribbly circle. There's some pieces from a paper repack that I sewed back there. I have this little tag sticker, this tiny rosette that someone sent me in some Happy Mail. I have this chipboard camera, and then this little embellishment someone sent me in the first swap I hosted. So I was really happy to finally get to use it. She had used Gingham Garden in her swap, so I was like, perfect. I got some little embellishments I can use. Um, like I say, if you guys send me something, I try to use it, in my crafting. On my second tag here, this one is from KS Craft, and it has the little banner type bottom. I have this gorgeous Gingham Garden butterfly that someone made me. I think that this came in the same swap that these little flag embellishments came in. So I was able to use the butterfly and this flag embellishment, and then this bow die cut is from my friend Carrie over at Carrie's Crafts, I think is her channel name. Um, I layered some pink snow tulle behind it and added a little butterfly puffy sticker and called it a day. I did add these gold foil, oh, you know what they're called, the hole reinforcers to all of the tags front and back, so that it was it's a lot more sturdy on the ring that way. I didn't add it to this one because this is actually a tag from the ephemera. Actually, it's from the card making kit, I believe. Um, so I didn't add it to this one because it is already a really sturdy cardstock, and it's like a glossy finish. I layered up some this blue ticket I found in my stash, this birdhouse sticker from that Echo Park sticker sheet, this rainbow, some birds, and this flower that I made down here. And then this vellum piece is actually from Parasol, but I liked the way it looked on there, so I added it. My next tag is like this short tag. I like to have different lengths and sizes of tags in my tag flips because I think it makes it interesting. I like to have different bottoms on my tags, like that banner bottom, the straight edge, the scalloped edge down here, and then like I said, different sizes as well. So this one's like a shorter tag, but um, I made it a shaker with some pink snow tulle. I zigzag stitched around. Um, there's so it's layered so much that the sequins don't really move much, but you can see some up here now. I have this little tag from the ephemera pack. I have this bird sticker, this bird chipboard piece, another one of those little, I love these postage stamps in the collection. I think they make great little layering pieces. Oh, there's some hot glue there. I have this little tag piece and then the word magic down at the bottom. Like I said, I did lots of layering and used lots of foam tape. I even added a tiny little eyelet to that tag because I think that's fun. Add that little extra element in there. Next, we have this big tag, which is just a set that I got on Amazon, some random tag set that just had a different, it's a nesting set, and this is like the second to largest one. I used this blue pattern paper. I used these vase, vased plants, um, layered up here. These are both stickers, and that one's the chipboard piece. I used this bow that someone sent me, and then I had two of those Echo Park sticker sheets, so I used that beautiful sentiment again. I've also got this paper ruffle down here and some more of that white netting. This is this die cut is something that someone sent me in some Happy Mail, so I was happy to use that. And then lastly, we have this. This is the largest in a set of 3 from Scrap Diva. It's the scalloped bottom tag, and I think this is my favorite. I love the florals. I love the little paper ruffle. I've got this really dainty layering piece in the back that's like really, it's like a floral and it has flourishes, so it pokes out all over the place. And then I have this flower ephemera piece, this flower ephemera piece, and then this chipboard sticker coming off the back. And actually, little little pro tip, and I say that because I think it's funny. I'm not a pro, but um, if you are layering and you have a sticker that has a sticky back, see how it got dirty because it's still sticky and something stuck to it? Well, if you didn't know this, you can get these powder tools from EK Access, and it's just baby powder in a bottle with a little brush. Mine's old and broken, but it still works. And so if you have like a sticky edge sticking out somewhere on something you have embellished, I recommend getting this tool, and you just rub the little brush over it, and it puts baby powder on there and makes it not sticky. So then you don't have to worry about it sticking to anything. So anyways, I forgot to do that and thought I'd just add that in here to this video since I needed to get it done. Okay, so there is my tag flip. That took longer than I thought it would, but I wanted to go over all the details because I had a lot of fun with the layering. I love making tag flips. I really do. Okay, the next on the list is the springtime shaker. I have that here in my front big pocket. I used this butterfly shaker, which is actually comes in as a bag topper from KS Craft. The shaker spots are really tiny, so I couldn't use a lot of sequins. I used these little tiny 4mm pink sequins, and then I just mixed in a bunch of different color diamond dots so that you still get that nice shaker sound. So yeah, because the little holes are so small, that's what I did. I put it in this little baggie that I got from Hobby Lobby in the jewelry section. I folded over this piece of paper to make the bag topper, and then just threw it to, just made a paper ruffle and threw some stickers on there, added some foam for the little sentiment, and called that a day. Next on the list is the 4 butterfly embellishments. Now I'm a little bummed because these are supposed to be dimensional, but the way that my tote is packed so full, they do end up flattening out. But when the recipient gets them, they can definitely take them out and fluff them up to give them back their dimension, like so. Of course, these are stuck down with reposition or removable glue dots. But these are the butterfly embellishments I made. This is a die from ZF Party, and they call it the butterfly bow because you're supposed to be able to like squish it down and make this bow, but it never works out for me, so I just make them as these gorgeous layered butterfly embellishments. I have 2 of them that I did with this pink in the back, and then the 2 pattern papers on the front. And then on the back, I have 2 of them that I cut out in gold, the back layering wings in gold foil, and then the front in different pattern papers. So but they are able to be fluffed up and be dimensional on your project. See, I love it. I think they're so cute. So those are my butterfly embellishments. I've got them in this cello bag with a bag topper on top. I use another one of those butterflies someone sent me. This spring sticker is from another Echo Park sticker sheet that I have. I have this foam layered bow that I'm pretty sure it was Carrie again from Carrie's Crafts sent me in my Road to 1000 Subbies challenge. I have this chipboard sticker here. I have some of that pink layering mesh I love so much. I even have one of those flag embellishments that someone sent. Um, like I said, when you layer, you end up covering some stuff up, but it's in the little details. This bag topper is actually just a doily that I folded, or two doilies that I folded and I layered together and folded in half. This gold one and then this mint green one. So those are the butterfly embellishments. Number 6 on the list is our layered flowers. Now you guys know I love my packaging. Excuse me while I take a drink. You guys know I love my packaging and making things look, all fun to get into. And so instead of just putting my flowers in another cello bag, I decided to I used this die from KS Craft to make this box. I got this idea from Poochie, who is Poochie Dats here on YouTube. She had a box like this from Scrap Diva Designs, and she packaged some flowers up like this. So, of course, I scrap lifted it, took her idea, and ran with it. You cut this die out twice, and then you put the box together. It's really easy. Um, I sewed around all of the panels because this is not a layering. This doesn't have layering pieces. It's just all one piece. But I did stitch on all of the panels. I have it held together here with a pink Velcro dot on the top. And what I did is just cut out a piece of acetate that would fit inside. And so I have 4 of the large flowers here on this piece. And then I have one here on the top that's on there just with a removable glue dot. So the recipient can definitely use that one as well. And then I have these 5 small flowers. So of course this is more than 6, but what are you going to do? There's 5 small ones and 5 big ones in this package. But I love how they turned out. I love this die. This die is from ZF Party on Amazon. Love it. Okay, sorry. I was just getting lost looking at them. I like pretty things. What do you want from me? So there's my little packaging for my flowers. Love it how it turned out. I'm going to put these back in here real quick. And while I did not make any packaging requirements for this swap, you guys know the key to my heart is good packaging, so just keep that in mind. Just don't do everything the same, mix it up a little bit. Okay, so number 7 on the list is our trim samples. I die cut this spool tag out. This die is from KS Craft. Let me see if I can get this opened. It folded over on itself. There we go. And I definitely shared more than 18 inches of my trims, but it's because I bought these all 3 from Allie and have a ton of them. So definitely there's more than 18 inches, but I just cut this tag out in some 110-pound white cardstock, and then I cut out 2 layering pieces for the front and back. And then I wrapped this trim here around. You can see it changes color from blue to pink to white. I love it. I think it's so dang. This is the one that I used on my tag flip. I also used this on my tag flip. This is the pink iridescent eyelash trim, and then I have this one that's a lot like the one on top, but this one changes from pink to yellow. So there are my trim samples. Number 8 on the list is a sweet treat, which technically I don't have yet, but I did create this box using a die that I got on Temu actually, and I love it. I think it's a dupe of the one from KS Craft that is like for like a standard size candy bar. I cut it out and I cut it out twice to put it and then put it together. I cut it out of that white 110-pound cardstock. And then it comes with all these little layering pieces. So and while there are like embossed stitching lines on the layering panels, I went ahead and sewed around everything because I sewed on everything else. I was like, I can't not sew on this too. So that's what I did. I sewed on all those little panels, and then both ends are held together by Velcro dots, so the box can definitely be reused by the recipient. But yeah, so I'm thinking my little sweet treat that I get, I don't know what I'm going to get yet, but it will go here in this box. Love my packaging. What can I say? Number 9 is the Crafter's Choice item. Now, confession, okay? I had these 2 side pockets, and my Crafter's Choice item was going to be a sequins mix, right? Well, then I couldn't figure out anything else to put in my other pocket, and I didn't want to leave it empty. So I am gifting 2 sequins mixes because that's all that I can find that will fit in here. I was like, I had these enamel dots from Hobby Lobby, but even this thin packaging is too wide to fit in that pocket. So I said, all right, we're doing 2 sequins mixes just so the pockets aren't empty. um, and you can, and so I didn't want any of my pockets to be empty, so I put my shaker in the front pocket, and then the back pocket is where I'm putting my trim samples, and everything else is going here in the middle. Also a Crafter's Choice item because I'm extra like that. I made this envelope for the packaging, decorated the top here with one of the embellishments that I made. So I've made 4. I actually already had these made and wanted to include them in this swap because I feel like they're they're great. This is a great springtime embellishment. So I made these little flower bouquets. I had already made them and decided to add them here in this swap. And then I added one to the top of the packaging, the little envelope as well. I've said this before in videos because I use this envelope all the time, but it is a die from KS Craft called the A2 envelope die. You can find it on AliExpress or Amazon. So that's my little extra Crafter's Choice item. And last on the list was that handmade A2 greeting card. Aside from the card, I actually made the envelope from this beautiful blue pattern paper and sewed around the edges before I put the envelope together. I have it held with the little pink Velcro dot, and inside is my greeting cards. I say this all the time, I am not a card maker. So I just decorated it like I would anything else, I guess, but a little more simply. You can't have too much dimension with cards, so I layered up this tag that I actually cut from one of the, I fussy cut it from one of the cards in the greeting card pack that you can buy from Joann's. I double matted with gold foil, sewed around the paper. I added this vellum layering piece here. I have these layering pieces in the back. A little butterfly popped up on foam and some enamel dots, and then this banner that says thinking of you. Now I did specify that the card should be like an anytime use card. So thinking of you, hello, things like that. So don't make it specifically happy birthday or happy Mother's Day, something that you can use year around for any time. Yep, that is it. That wraps up what I made for the spring tote swap. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below, and I'll be happy to get back to you. I'm really excited about this swap. I hope you guys are too. And that will do it for now. As I'm putting all this stuff back, I thank you again. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.